Cup Series, and then you had the Cup Series right after. So in the midst of watching the first two sets of races, the Truck Series and then watching the Xfinity Series, they pulled up a documentary, bro, on
This
Jeff.
was today, you said?
On Sunday.
Oh, Sunday, okay.
And they pulled up a documentary where they were talking about the rivalry between Dale Earnhardt and Jeff Gordon. Bro, that thing had me with all the racing vibes, man. It was crazy hearing the story in terms of, Dale being that the intimidator, blacked out car, kicking butt, winning, and then you get Jeff, this young California kid coming in, super young and kicking butt, not scared of nothing, man. It was just funny, man, like hearing some of the stories that they would share in terms of like that rivalry, and obviously it's Jeff doing all the narrating and stuff like that because Dale Earnhardt passed away, so God bless the dead and stuff like that. But it was just cool just hearing his perspective on the rivalry. And just hearing how he's like, man, it was times where I didn't know about this, and guys were nervous, but for me, I was like, because I don't know, like I feel like I'm supposed to win, and just seeing how they would go at it, and then it's like a couple of times where Dale actually like intentionally wrecked Jeff on the track, and how he was pissed in certain comments, man, it was pretty cool though, bro.
When he said he didn't know, what does that mean?
For example,
he didn't know about the pressure that was put on him?
Yeah, so for example, like Jeff from a young age was racing and kicking butt. And when he finally got to the Cup Series, he was in his like 20s. Most of the drivers weren't to the Cup Series until they were like mid-30s. So he was like the baby of the bunch out there. So when he says he didn't know, like a lot of the drivers, like when Dale was out there, it was kind of like if you're guarding Jordan or you're guarding LeBron, like guys get starstruck like, oh man, he's supposed to dunk on me. I'm not supposed to contest this shot right here. Whereas Jeff, he was just out there like, man, I'll always win. So he was like, the way he would drive, like he was driving like, yo, I don't care about anybody out here. I'm trying to win.
Yeah.
Where you saw drivers, like if Dale would come up on him, they would kind of get intimidated. Like, let me get on out his way, man. Like, this a bad man right here. He really think of it like that. I was just like, man, I always win. So he was like, man, when I didn't win, I'm looking at myself like, this isn't right. This is crazy. And he would just keep going on, and you would just see them battling all season, bro. And that first year, Dale won the championship, but then the next year, Jeff won it. And it was just crazy, like just hearing that whole dynamic, how, I mean, Jeff would do interviews and Dale would walk in the middle of the interview, say something, and then walk out. Like, it was nuts.
So they were like cool secretly or no?
It was like I'm trying to think how you would put it, man. Kind of like a Magic and Bird. Like,
okay.
But a healthy rivalry. You know what I mean? Like, you hear each other like now, like, man, like that guy pushed me. I needed him. Like, that's the way that Jeff talked about it was like in that vein, like, man, he made me race better. He made me into a better racer. But during the time while they were going through it, man, it was times where they would definitely like saying, like always going back and forth, saying stuff, subliminals, everything, bro. And like I said, man, Dale actually like wrecked him on the track one time, like legit, like, okay, you ain't get out the way? Damn.
It sounded like, I know you said the rivalry was like healthy and everything, like off the racetrack, or even at the time, like they were butting heads and stuff. But it sounded like Gordon coming in, like Kobe coming in against Jordan. Like Kobe would go at Jordan, like he wouldn't care. He would want to guard him, and he would try to score on him and all that type of stuff. So that's what it sounded like to me. But yeah, that's interesting.
Like, oh, this is Jordan. You're not supposed to do that. You got to chill out. Yeah, like it was crazy, man.